sidelines empty. Rings for the Rams. A Lombardi trophy for Los Angeles. 23-20 is the final on their home field here at SoFi Stadium in Super Bowl 56. The Los Angeles Rams are world champions.
Here's the finish. 2-1 Edmonton. Sagan pumps it down low. Bouchard snakes it around. Marking it from the top of wide. Jason Robertson. 30 seconds. He's gonna have it won. This game, this series is over. Edmonton's heading to the Stanley Cup final.
You're listening to The Manning Show with Ewan Manning. 30 minutes of straight sports talk starts now.
Welcome back. The Thursday Report, Episode 2, with Ewan Manning, along with my co-host, William Melsness. Excited to bring you The Manning Show, part of the Ewan Sports Network. And today, Episode 2, I had the first one by myself, and now I got Will with me. Obviously, you guys, if you haven't checked out the Tuesday Huddle, go check it out. We went into some NFL stuff, and then the World Cup was quite interesting. Some interesting happened over the last few days as well. Some big games, some controversy, especially between Argentina and Egypt, that we could probably get into today at the end of the episode as well. But as you know, the Thursday Report is normally about NHL, especially the Edmonton Oilers, which we are going to get deep into today. We're going to get into some Edmonton Elks because they got a game tomorrow that I'm going to. I'm not sure if you're going to.
I should be going.
You should be. Okay, so we're both going to be there, which it's a big game for them. Coming off a loss against BC after starting 3-0, their best start since 2017. So some big ones, and then there's some big offer sheets in the NHL that we want to get to as well. The Blue Jays, I know they won today. Dylan Cease almost had no hitter, but I mean, who really cares about them? Maybe once we get closer to the trade deadline, we'll see if they're buyers or sellers, and that's going to be the big thing. Assuming they're probably going to be sellers, even though they're only a few games out of a wild card spot. But I think we should just start it off. I think what do you want to start with, Will? We can start. We could go Elks. We can go Oilers.
I kind of want to talk about the Blue Jays for a minute.
We're going to talk about the Blue Jays. Okay.
I just want to add a word on to what you said about them just being a few games out of their wild card spot. I know there's been a lot of panic on their season so far because they've been playing so badly. But let's take a step back. It's a 162 game season. They are going to get hot. They have too many talented players and bats to not heat up and start winning some games. And, I think we saw it over the weekend or the last couple of days. They put up some big offensive performances, and I think their offense is going to come back and start looking like it was last year now that guys are getting healthy. So I just wanted to say a word on that.
5-5 in their last 10 games.
Exactly.
They're 2.5 games out of a playoff spot. The Astros are had them 1.5. The Twins are 0.5, and the Rangers have the spot at even 546 and 46. Then it's the Guardians 47 and 46, and then from there was a bit of a gap. The Mariners are 47 and 46 with the spot. Somehow the White Sox are 47 and 44, and the Tampa Bay Rays 54 and 36.
I think the White Sox have the Southside Samurai.
The AL really sucks this year. The AL really sucks.
It's like the Pacific Division from this year in the NHL.
Exactly.
Pillow fight.
And somehow the Blue Jays won't be like the Oilers and barely sneak in.
Yeah.
Anyways. What do you want to start with? Elks, Oilers. There's a big game for the Elks tomorrow. Definitely something to get into. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get a guest today. It was kind of quick because we were thinking about doing it on Thursday after the Elks game, and then I realized I have to leave for Grand Prairie on Friday. So I couldn't get one, but next week we'll definitely have one, maybe on both episodes, which will be cool. But what do you want to start with?
I think we can start with the Elks, get into the game.
Okay.
It's the big local sports news right now. The Oilers are quieted down a bit.
Yeah, the Oilers definitely quieted down after the offseason. We kind of heard my initial thoughts on that. You can go check that out, but we'll dive into it today. The Edmonton Elks, a big game tomorrow at home for the first time since I can't remember what week it was because they had a bye week 1.
It was week 3, but it was their second game.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so week 3 and then there's their second game. So at home. I was there to watch that one. A lot of rain in that game. It was pouring the entire game, and I was absolutely soaked. So I'll be happy to actually wear some shorts tomorrow to the game, some sunglasses. I'm going golfing before, which will be nice. But it's a big game for the Elks, to put it lightly. They're coming off a tough loss against BC. They did not play their best. Their run game was absolutely atrocious. Justin Rankin only had 19 rushing yards after putting up 100 in each game before that. Still had 100 receiving yards, but it's a big game for them. And honestly, Ottawa stinks.
They're terrible. It's a huge game. I mean, here's the thing. BC's 0-3, but I don't think they're a bad 0-3 team, if that makes sense. Like, there's levels to it. There's 0-3 teams like the Redblacks that you watch and you're like, oh my gosh, these guys are terrible, right?
Exactly.
But the Lions have talent. I mean, they have the best quarterback in the league. They have Nathan Rourke. They got off to a rough start, but they were also dealing with injuries. So, like, I don't think that game last week was the end of the world for the Elks. They go out there. They don't play their best game. It's not like they got blown out.
No.
Like, they were well into the game. They were in the game well into the second half. And I just think, if I told you at the start of the year they'd be 3-1 and have lost to the Reign. Was he the MVP last year?
He's the MOP, yep.
The reigning MVP, yeah.
MOP,
MOP.
Most outstanding. But
If you,
I always get confused with that.
Yeah.
It's just the CFL touch.
But anyways, if I told you at the start of the year they'd be 3-1 after losing to the reigning MOP, then I think you would have taken that every day of the week.
And to be honest, he didn't even have that great of a game.
No.
He threw one touchdown. He still threw 2 interceptions. One of them was kind of fluky. But the biggest thing, James Butler went crazy. He had 15 rushes for 135 yards, 2 touchdowns, averaging 9. And whenever that happens, you're likely losing the football game.
Yep.
Really simple as that. They just didn't get it done, the Elks. Their defense really struggled after being the best defense. The least amount of points are allowed in the first few weeks. Just struggle in that game. They couldn't stop James Butler. He had an excellent game, and honestly, you can't have Cody Fajardo throwing the ball 51 times. The Elks offense is a running offense.
Oh, for sure.
When Justin Rankin's only running the ball 7 times for 19 yards, and one of his runs, keep in mind, is 15 yards. That's just not acceptable.
No, if you're a team with the best running back in the league, you're going to have a run-based offense. Like, Fajardo's a good quarterback. I think what would you put him in the league? Like top 3
he's
probably
4,
2 or 3?
Top. I put him top 5.
Top 5, yeah. So, I mean, he can win you a game, but he still needs a strong run game to support him at this point. So
yes,
it's not surprising.
He needs
that
more
they lost
around
a
him.
game
Like you
this.
can't rely on him to go out there and win you games. He can definitely do it, but when he's throwing the ball 51 times, he threw 3 interceptions, 3 touchdowns.
Yep.
Like, I mean, it was a good game for him. He threw for 400 yards, but Austin Mack was the big thing that came out of it for the Elks. He had 8 receptions for 141 yards and 1 touchdown. We're finally seeing, we saw in those first 3 weeks, he was having a touchdown a game and was a big red zone target for them. Yep. They were finding ways to get him the ball, and he was coming from a team where Cody Fajardo used to play with them. So that's one of the reasons he definitely came to Edmonton, and you definitely got to see their connection. And finally, the Elks were starting to spread the ball around a little bit more, and spread the ball downfield, which is the big thing, because in the first few weeks, the media and I've kind of complained. Jordan Max Simic hasn't been calling some great plays, and again, they shut down the run entirely. They got to find more ways to be creative on the run. When you have Justin Rankin and you have a good old line and you have weapons, you need to be able to run the ball. The fact they weren't was really, really disappointing, to be honest. I'm a little worried about it. Be curious to see it tomorrow.
Yeah,
I see what adjustments they made is the big thing.
Yeah, I think tomorrow is a good chance for them to just get the whole like right in the ship, get the whole offense running again. Ottawa's brutal. Like, we've watched them just get smoked for. Are they 0-4 or 0-3 right now?
0-4, I think.
Yeah, we've watched them get smoked for 4 straight weeks. Like, I think this is a good chance for them to reset, get Rankin more involved.
Yeah,
maybe like practice just the fundamental plays. Like,
exactly.
Get him running down the middle, get him running on the outside. Just get the offense right. Go out there, win big in front of a home crowd, and just go into some confidence for their next game after that.
Oh, 100%. The Redblacks are coming off a loss 27-22 against the Rough Riders, where they blew they blew a 13-0 lead after the first quarter. So again, like, there's just some things that they can definitely go out there and do better, the Elks. But I honestly thought it was a game where, hey, you're not always going to play your best game. They didn't play like garbage. That's for sure. I mean, they let up too many points. They still scored some points, and thanks to Cody being able to send the ball downfield, that's for sure. But I mean, looking at the money line, the Elks are minus 290, and the Redblacks are plus 240.
They should win by a lot.
They should win this football game. The last matchup was obviously weak.
Yep.
Their very first game in the rain in Ottawa. It was not very clean by the Elks, but they found a way to win the game, and that's what matters at the end of the day.
Yep.
It's 29-21. Rankin went absolutely off, but if they get the run game going, they should win the football game. That's the Redblacks don't have a good enough of an offense to be able to score enough points to beat them.
No, this is the type of game where you should just let your star players be your star players. Give Rankin the ball. He's going to make plays. Like, BC did have the number 1 run defense in the league. So obviously it was going to be a tough matchup going in. A team like Ottawa, you should just be able to hand them the ball, get some good blocking downfield, and just say, go run wild on them.
Best run offense against best run defense. And BC found a way to slow down Rankin. And I think it's up to Jordan Max Simic. He's got to be more creative. And honestly, if we don't see that tomorrow, I'd be a little concerned about the run game for sure. He's got to find a way to move the ball around and have some run plays that give Rankin the ability to have some room to run, because every time he touched the ball, it just seemed like there's just nothing there for him.
Oh, for sure. If they struggle this week, I'd be concerned. Like, this is a type of game where you come off of I'd say they looked disjointed last week.
Yeah, they did.
It was just
kind of a weird one too in Kelowna.
Yeah, exactly. You're not
used to playing there for sure, which is definitely a part of it. And then for whatever reason, I mean, I think that's the 12th straight game they've lost to BC. They struggle against that BC Lions team, and Rourke is able to pick apart their defense. I thought the pressure, the first few weeks for me, the first 2 weeks or the first 2 Elks games, the pressure was not there. They were not good defensively at getting pressure in, especially against Davis Alexander at home. He had a lot of time to be able to move the ball around. And then I thought week 1 they weren't great either, but the pressure was okay. It could have been better. The corners were kind of getting picked apart because the pressure wasn't 100% there. We still yet to see a great performance from the backs of the Edmonton Elks. I thought they got picked apart, like I just said. They are leading the league in knockdowns, which is saying a lot. I was listening to an interview, JC Sherry. He said, I'm done with. I'm gonna have to find the exact quote, but he said something along the lines of, "I'm done seeing our team being the leader in knockdowns, and I'm still trying to see that interception."
Well, for sure, they've had a few plays where like it was right into their hands and they just dropped it. Like,
especially in that second game against Montreal, it happened a few times.
They had a couple against Ottawa, if I remember correct. I mean, it's just like it's just plays that you should be making.
Exactly.
So I think they're on their way to correcting it.
For sure. And I really like their defense. I really like their defense. So it's, I think that they're going to be able to bounce back tomorrow. I'm not really too worried about it. I'm coming there expecting a win, which I haven't done for the Edmonton Elks in a long time. So
it's been a long time.
Yeah, that's room for some positivity.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's nice to just have a team that has some expectations now, because last few years we've been like, oh my gosh, just please win one game, right?
Right.
So it's going to be nice going in and being like, hey, they should win this game. And hopefully they have a big crowd coming out on a Thursday night. Should be a nice weather. So
it should be good.
Hopefully they can just come in, ride the crowd, and just win by a bunch.
Yeah, it should be interesting. Still, there's been some injury issues for them early in the season as well. Robustelli is still out. They signed him at the start of the season. He's a great receiver, but he's been out for now. This is the 4th week. He's got a hamstring injury that he came into the season with.
And
so once
Anderson's
they get him,
out now too, isn't he?
He's been out for a while. He's on a 6-game IL, and then actually Morganson, who came in for him, who was a top pick for the Elks a while ago. Like, they got a great linebacker room. Blanco, obviously, the weak side guy.
I thought DeBlanco was great.
He's been very good. Yeah, he's been the best player. He's been forcing. He's got a fumble, interception, sack. He's been good. He generates a lot of big hits, and he does a good job at generating turnovers. But they had a young guy. I don't even know how to say his name. Jujabom, who was their 3rd overall pick. They kind of picked him apart. He's 3rd overall pick. There was some expectations, but they picked them apart. They were able to run the ball up the middle, and we'll see how they do it this week. That's what I'm really curious about. Is Ottawa able to run the ball up the middle like the Lions did with James Butler? Because James Butler is a good running back,
he's a
but
great player.
he's not the best in the league, right? So I'm curious to see how they pick apart the Elks defense. I don't think they are able to with the weapons that they have, but that you can lose to any team in the CFL. So the Elks better become ready to play, especially defensively tomorrow. That's the biggest thing for me.
Yeah, I think they should just be able to go in and win that game. I
Yep.
mean, it's the worst team in the league. Like, hopefully they're motivated. I don't think anybody in that team liked the performance last week.
Not.
So
No, not at all.
it's definitely the kind of game where you'd be coming in with a bit of a chip on your shoulder
100%.
and wanting to come and just prove that you're still like a top contending team in this league.
Yep. It's a big game tomorrow. If the offense does what they're normally doing, no worries. They should be able to win that football game.
I mean, if we see normal Justin Rankin out there, they should put up 30 plus and win.
Yep. 100%. Should win the game. I mean, there's really not much more to get into than that. Will and I will both be there. I'll probably do a video after, just giving my initial reaction, but should be interesting. I mean, I'm really excited to be there at Commonwealth, at home in the heat finally, so I can just wear what I want, which is great. Like, the rain was so brutal
it was
last
terrible.
time. So bad.
Luckily, it wasn't that full, so we were able to move up under the shelter a bit. I don't know if you did, but
no, we didn't. Actually.
It was pouring. It was not nice.
Yeah, so hopefully, I'm assuming the crowd's gonna be a little bit better tomorrow. I guess we'll see, but
I think the team's generated enough excitement.
It should.
Crowd.
I mean, they're 3-1.
Exactly.
This is the thing that's always I've wondered. Does winning really equate to the amount of Elks fans that are going to come out?
For sure.
And
I mean,
I guess we'll see, but I'm not 100% sure. I haven't bought into that
when
yet.
they reopened after COVID, there were definitely bigger crowds before they started that big losing streak.
Yes.
Like, what was it, 23 games without a win at home or something?
Yes. Yep.
Something insane like
2
that.
seasons, yeah.
So, I mean, you went from starting with normal, like, I don't know, what's a normal Elks crowd? 25,000, 30 maybe?
I think it's a little bit less.
A little
than
bit
that.
less, maybe 20,000. But there were times when they were barely getting 10K in there.
Yeah, I think it might be. I'm trying to remember what last game's attendance was. I'll have to. I'll search it up right here.
But no, I think there's definitely gonna be more people coming. I mean, it's more fun to watch a team that's gonna win than just be depressed and watch them get smoked. Like, they were losing games like 50-10 back then. You remember that?
Yeah,
Like, that was bad. So I definitely think the crowd will keep growing throughout this year if they keep winning, which will be exciting. I mean, it's been a long time since we've had a good, like, exciting football team to watch that people want to come out to see.
Yeah, it should be. It was 15,000 the last time that that the Elks were at home against Montreal. So hopefully we'll see a bigger attendance. But I'm gonna get to one last thing. Justin Rankin should have a fumble in every single game.
He's got to work on his ball security.
That was the one thing that is talked about in the Edmonton media quite a bit today. Is the ball security? And Will, you can talk about the ball security.
I mean, we all know the number one rule running back: ball security is job security, right?
Yep.
It's just an absolute killer for an offense if you lose a fumble, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because a run play is supposed to be your safe option, right? That's where you just get some yards. You're not taking the risk of putting it through the air.
Yep.
So, having, especially your star running back, I think it just bleeds confidence from the offense if he's losing a ball on just any play, really. So he's definitely got to work on that. I think he's holding it this is from a running back. I think he's holding it a little too far out from his body on some of these plays. He's super agile, but I think he has to focus on running a bit more downhill. Mm-hmm. Now, again, who am I to talk? He's in the CFL, but I'm playing high school football. But that's just my opinion on what he's been doing.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, and he talked about it. Jason Gregor asked him today. I'm actually going to get the ability to go down and watch practice next week, actually, which will be kind of cool, and get some interviews, which will be cool for me. But Jason Gregor asked him today, and he said it's just something that I need to focus on a little more. Don't get a little lazy with the football, and that's when you catch it. You got to focus. You got to be really keep in your mind, which I mean, I don't freaking know about fumbling or not, because
for sure,
never did. But
keeping your focus on holding the ball. I think sometimes, especially when you're a star player like Rankin and you're used to just being able to dance past people, you get a little too focused on gaining yards, and you just start holding the ball like you're just in a practice and you're doing some drills without any people on you,
Right. Yep.
So you just got to focus a bit more on that. But
just has to lock it down.
He's a great running back. He'll figure it out.
I totally agree. And it should be a win tomorrow for the Elks, like I just said. But It should be
I
fun.
think that's about what there is to say.
Yeah,
on
there's
them,
not much more to get into on the Edmonton Elks, but they're just a good football team, better than what we've seen in the past years. And
vibes are good right now. They're a nice.
and
they're
it's good to see.
contending for the
Now,
league.
if they lose tomorrow, the vibes will definitely change.
Oh, if they lose tomorrow, the Tuesday huddle is going to be an interesting show.
Yeah, and it'll be really interesting because I'm not going to be happy.
Yeah.
They should win the football game tomorrow. They have the pieces. Ottawa's not a very good team. They're winless. Don't make another team get a win. That's winless here. That's my idea. But
yeah, you don't want to lose back-to-back to winless teams.
No.
That's bad for team confidence, team morale. Like, just it's a bad look.
Yep. And apparently last week the Elks had a bad week of practice. So I guess they should be ready to go to this week. They got the leaders to do it. So
yep, I'd put that practice week down to going to Kelowna too.
Yeah,
I think that
for
messed
sure.
up their rhythm for sure.
For sure. Definitely could have been part of it. Definitely wouldn't use that as an excuse,
Yeah,
but
not
definitely
an excuse,
could be.
but a reason.
Definitely could have been part of it.
Yeah.
Some interesting moves. I mean, where do you want to go to? Because I think we saved the Oilers. I mean, if you
Let's
want to go
save
to the
them for
Oilers right
last.
now, you want to save them for last.
I kind of want to get into the not the Goat, the Leo Carlson.
Yeah,
offer
the Leo
sheet.
Carlson
that's
stuff.
the big news in the league right now. What
I
did you think of that, Ewan?
I think we have different opinions on what we think should happen. Okay, here's my thought on Leo Carlson. The Ducks should match this offer. I mean, I understand they would get 4 first-round picks if they don't, but he is an elite, giant, big center who can skate well and is going to be PPG and probably get better and better.
Oh, I agree. He was amazing in that series against the Oilers. He's a big reason
Yes.
they lost. I mean, the dude's 21. He put up 67 points in 70 games.
Yep.
11 points in 12 playoff games. It's just the money that gives me the issue. And I mean,
$18 million is a lot of money.
It's so much money to pay a player.
It's a lot.
He's never put up a point a game season.
No.
Like, let's not act like he's
Right.
like perennial 100-point scorer. Because that's the kind of money, that's the kind of production you're expecting for $18 million,
Exactly.
right? Like, you look at guys like Kaprizov, that dude, he makes 17 mil, highest paid player in the league. If he's healthy, he's a lock for 100
Exactly.
points.
Yep.
Same McDavid, Draisaitl, McKinnon, all
Mhm.
those kind of guys.
Mhm.
So are you really comfortable if you're the Ducks with paying him $18 million to, he might not become that kind of scorer. Obviously, Philly's betting on it with his offer sheet, but
Right.
he could be a guy who tops out at 80 to 90 points. And even if he's putting up 90 points, I don't think he's worth 18 mil.
Yeah, he's definitely not worth 18
No.
mil where he is right now. But my issue is if they don't match him, what the heck are they going to do? I know they'll get 4 years of first round picks, but they're not going to have Leo Carlson. And they're a team. We're kind of in an era right now in the NHL where there's a lot of young teams that are ready to take that step. Where the Oilers once were a young team ready to take that step and get playoff success, right? We're talking Mammoth. We're talking Anaheim. We're talking, I guess you could put Philly in that category. There's a lot of teams that are young. They're ready to take that next step into the NHL. And honestly, Philly being able to do this is unreal.
Yeah, that's a crazy step for Philly to take. But just back to the Ducks for a sec. I mean, you're aware of their defense right now. It is a brutal situation.
Yeah, it's just not great.
I mean, where they have Lacombe, they just re-signed Mintikov to was it 7.2?
Yeah, it was a lot of money.
That's a lot of money for a guy who I don't think is like a surefire top four defenseman.
No, he's not.
Yet.
He's not.
He wasn't that good against the Oilers.
He was. He's not established. He's not established top four. He's not.
And what's the rest of their defense? They've got Hellison back there. He was okay.
Yeah,
they've got Tyson Hines. He's decent. They lost Zellweger, Carlson, Gudas, and Trouba. That's a lot of defensemen to lose.
Exactly.
And I just think if let me pull them up and puck.
They're gonna be cap handicapped. They have a lot of cap space. It might be like 35 mil, but
next season they will. But if Gauthier is an RFA right now, so if you match this Carlson offer sheet, you have $10 million to re-sign Gauthier.
Yeah.
Right, $10 million to re-sign Gauthier. Who, I mean, if you're basing this on being an $18 million player for Carlson, how much do you have to pay Gauthier? Right.
Yeah, exactly.
That dude is definitely a better offensive threat. I would say, at least goal scoring wise. He probably doesn't have the 200-foot game.
He's a good player. I didn't think he played that great against the Edmonton Oilers, but he's a great player.
And he's been elite. 40 goals.
He's still a great player. Yeah, I totally agree with that. It'll be curious to see what they do with him. And the off sheet, it's like, well, they have till Friday to make this move. So we're going to know by Tuesday or by the weekend here if they're matching this offer. It would have been great if they did it before tonight, but like, fuck me, I guess not.
Yeah,
So
if I were the Ducks, I'd let Carlson walk. I'd take the picks, and I'd look at going after a guy like Dylan Larkin.
yeah, it's not a bad
'Cause
idea.
What does he make? I don't think he makes too much. He's
Yeah,
definitely under 10.
it's
They
definitely
need
under
to
10.
add defensemen still, because if you're actually planning on taking the next step into the playoffs, you can't go in having lost, I would say, 3 of your top 4 defensemen in the
for sure.
playoffs last year.
Yep.
That's like Zellweger.
And
Carlson, that's a top
Zellweger's
4.
honestly a great player.
Oh,
like
I love him.
don't.
I wanted the Oilers to go after him.
Yeah,
but
he's a great
probably not in
player.
division trade. But yeah.
So good.
Larkin, let me pull him up on Puckpedia. He wants out of Detroit. Like,
Yep.
they stripped him of his captaincy. So
The thing is he's only given them a short list of
8
teams they want to go
yeah.
to. 8.7 is
8.7 for 4 years.
Yeah,
You'll have 4 first-round picks plus whatever assets you already had
Yeah.
to make a move for him. If I were the Ducks, I would take the picks. I don't think Larkin is that much worse than Carlson. I mean, the dude had
no, he's good.
same number of points in 4
Yeah.
in 4 more games,
I
more goals.
just like Carlson as a player.
I do too,
He's
but I just
so good.
don't know
Like,
how you can justify paying a guy like
I
that
think-
18 million.
this might be a hot take, but I like Leo Carlson better than I like Connor Bedard. And
In some ways,
that may be a take that people in the comments are going to shred me on, but I just think Leo Carlson's built for the NHL a little bit better than Connor Bedard and is able to, I guess, carry you in the playoffs a little bit better than Connor Bedard could do, just based off their size and the
Yeah,
way they
well,
play the game.
I definitely think Bedard is turning into more of a scoring threat than like a true
Yeah.
like two-way
Exactly.
cup-winning centerman, you know? And I think Carlson's got more of that in his game, but he definitely doesn't have the offensive threat that Bedard has. He doesn't have the same shot or like the same offensive instincts.
No.
But I definitely like his 200-foot game more. And I think he's more of an anchor player than Bedard can be in
For
some
sure.
ways.
I just like the way he's set up. And that was my always issue with Bedard is, okay, well, what's the difference between him and McDavid? McDavid's bigger. He's definitely a better 200-foot player,
Better
we
skater,
could say.
better skater.
Way better skater, obviously.
Bedard just has
Um,
the shot in the hands.
Yeah, he's got the shot.
That's
in
why
the
I think
hands,
he's
right?
a lot more of a skill player.
For sure.
which
And he's
is-
kind of
there's
like a
nothing
Cole
wrong with that.
Caulfield. He's kind of
He
like
does.
a Cole
He reminds
Caulfield.
me of Cole Caulfield with maybe a. I mean, it's
He's
hard
a little
to,
bit. He's a little bit.
he's-
He's a higher upside Cole Caulfield.
Yeah, exactly. I'm also worried that he's becoming a bit injury prone. I mean, we saw his
For sure.
shoulder injury
Yep.
a couple days ago. He was
And
out for 5 months.
Yeah, he got announced
just
today that
falling
it
in
was
practice.
Yeah,
You know, so shoulder's a big part of shooting. So
yeah.
who knows? I would probably take Bedard still, but I think it's close.
Yeah, I honestly like Leo Carlson. I like the player a lot, but
Yeah.
I guess we'll see. Like, is Anaheim going to do it? I'm not sure.
Yeah.
They have the cap to do it, but I mean,
I don't know if it's worth it. I would rather just leave it and go after a guy like Larkin and then use the remaining cap space to try to shore up your defense because it is bad right now. It's not a playoff defense, in my opinion.
yeah, and honestly, they definitely have some needs.
Yep.
Like, it's just hard to see,
Yeah.
with all these offer sheets now. The league is it's going to get wild.
is wild.
You saw Utah match the offer sheet today for Barrett Hayton.
Yep.
He got a bump.
I agree with that. He's a good player.
He's
I
a
would
good
keep him
player.
around.
Good young player for this Mammoth team. Still a solid amount of cap.
Yeah.
I think it's 4.75.
Yeah,
The
that's
Devils
honestly-
offer sheeted him
It's not a crazy.
4.775. Well, they offer sheeted him 4.75.
I don't think it's a
and they
terrible
matched it at
contract for him,
4.775.
honestly. Like,
Yeah,
dude's had 20 goals twice, basically 40 points
Yeah,
twice.
kind of a down year for him
Yeah,
last year, but
But
I mean,
I think he'll bounce back. Or at
definitely can
least
get back to where
Yeah,
he was.
exactly.
And
5th overall
um,
pick. Yeah.
yeah, Bill Armstrong likes him, and obviously that team is young. And it's going to be really good. And I think the next step for them is winning a playoff round. I thought
sure.
they gave the Eggs a good run for their money, who actually, ended up going to the Cup Finals.
Yeah.
So I guess we'll see. Like,
Yeah.
the offer sheets this year will be interesting. Connor Bedard's one that's
Yeah.
really
So,
interesting for me.
factoring it back into the Oilers, I would definitely look at extending Savoy this offseason then.
Oh,
'cause
for sure. Yep.
There's no chance I want to let him reach RFA
No.
status next year because I feel like there's a guaranteed chance he'll get offer sheeted with
Yeah,
the way
I'd
it's
agree.
going.
I'd agree.
Like,
I'd
what
agree.
team is looking at a guy? I think he could put up 40 to 50 points
agree.
next year. What team is looking at that and going, oh, I'm not going to offer sheet it?
For sure. And
If you
if,
have cap
he's
space, I
scoring
would do
20
it.
to 25 goals, right?
No,
You get a young
exactly.
guy, and he's not going to cost you a lot. Like,
No, I
really,
think-
he's not.
I think based on the contracts we've seen being signed, I think he could
It could
get.
be crazy,
I think it could
actually.
be 6 $6
I think
million to
it's
$7
more.
million.
I think it's more. I think it's
Yeah.
like 8
I think it's going to be more than people are expecting.
for sure. Which has been
Like
every
we're not
contract
getting him
signed.
for $5 million.
No, we're not, and that's just the reality of it. And why the heck would he do that?
Exactly.
Why would he want to sign this year when there's definitely upside, but they're going to want to get it done, right? That's going to be the big thing. Is let's try and find a way to get this extension done. But I think another way you have to look at it, and there's a lot of people looking at it this way, is are you going to use Matt Savoy as a trade piece? And this was talked pretty heavily in the last few days.
I wouldn't touch him.
And most people say no, they don't want to touch him. And that's a totally fair take, and I would somewhat agree with that. But I think if something comes onto the table and it's like Alex DeBrincat,
Yeah, if it's like a DeBrincat, I would consider doing it. I would probably do it, but
I like Savoy and where he is.
it would have to be a clear-cut elite top-line player for me to trade Savoy. Like,
100%.
if we're going after like Owen Tippett or something,
No.
or like Jared McCann,
No,
I am
can't.
not
You
trading.
can't.
I'm not trading Savoy
No.
for that because I think he has the ceiling to be better than those guys in a couple of years.
100%.
Yeah.
And that's definitely a thing, right? Like,
Now,
are we looking to move him? Probably
No.
not.
but now Ike Howard, I would trade in a heartbeat for those guys.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
I really don't like Ike Howard as
I
a
like his
prospect.
game, but I think he is going to become a good middle to the
For sure.
bottom and
Yeah,
top
I
6
just
player
don't-
in the league. But if
He's
you
just a skill guy,
if you
man.
get like Owen Tippett coming out of Philly, like
You
say
have to give up Ike.
Anaheim doesn't match and Philly is strapped for cash and they want assets back, like I would send them a first and Howard for Owen Tippett any day.
Yeah, that's not a bad take at all.
Same thing if Seattle
No.
wants to trade Jared McCann or something.
That's for sure. That's something I'd look into as well. Like if you're trying to get one of those guys who can be a supporting cast in that top 6,
or even a Rickard Raquel. Like there's lots
Exactly.
of guys like
Rickard
that on
Raquel,
the market.
I've always liked Rickard Raquel's game, and he's definitely been in the rumors for the Edmonton Oilers for a little while, looking for that top 6 winger. But I'd be curious to see what they do with the money. Do they keep the money going into the season? Do they look to get a top 6 guy? That's been the other debate, right? Like, do they look to get one of these guys, DeBrincat, Tippett, McCann, Raquel?
I would for sure use a cap space. I don't see like the way you accrue cap space, even if you have $1 million or $2 million left, that's going to turn into like a $7 or $8 million player at the deadline.
Yeah.
So I don't see any reason to sit on $6 million because like what you get like.
What are they
50
at right now?
They have. I think it's just over 6. Let me pull it up. Summary. They've got
5.9.
Yeah. So that would be $28 million in deadline cap space. Like realistically, you're not going to fill
And
even.
what is
close
that
to
with?
that.
What is that with? Like
That's
how many guys
with-
are on the roster?
That's with
11 forwards. Well,
11.
keep in mind,
11, 8, and 3.
keep in mind, it's going to be a little bit less because they
Yeah.
still have Colton Dock to
Yeah,
re-sign
exactly.
as an RFA.
But still, I mean, if you're sitting on over $20 million in deadline cap space, like you're never going to be able to actually fill that all with players.
No.
So, especially like if you like your team at the deadline.
Yeah.
So I would definitely use some of this cap space. $2 million, you accrue that to like $8 million or whatever.
Yeah.
It would be $9 million, and like that's
You can
enough to
find
add
a way to
couple
get a
solid
guy.
players.
Exactly. I mean,
I would use a cap space on someone. If it's not a trade piece, I would even look at a guy like Patty Kane or Tarasenko.
Yeah, Patty
see
Kane's
if
been
they
the
can
big one.
perform.
that's been the one that's been, not talked about. He's
Yeah.
still a player, and imagine
Oh,
him
for sure.
beside McDavid. I mean, on the right side.
Him or Tarasenko would
Yeah,
look good. Maybe
I-
use him as a bet, and then at the deadline, if you want to upgrade, you can ship one of those guys out,
Yeah,
or just push him down the lineup.
exactly. I don't love Tarasenko. I think I'd rather.
Yeah.
I'd
I would rather Kane, but
I would rather
I think,
shoot. I would rather
think
shoot a
there's
little higher.
yeah, I think there's a good chance Kane wants to stay in the States. That's the thing.
Oh, for sure.
So a guy like Tarasenko, I mean, he still had 23 goals and 47 points.
And
so-
I would be elevated beside Connor
Yeah,
or Leon
exactly,
for sure.
exactly.
But
he's still a player,
still good. Always has been. But
and he would cost less, I would assume.
probably, how old is he now?
34,
30, yeah. Wow,
Yeah.
that's not even.
maybe.
It's a little younger than I thought he was.
No,
Honestly,
he seems like he should be like 40 by now.
he seems like he's like 36, 37.
Yeah.
But that's actually he's not too old,
Yeah.
and he's still a good player. Curious to see, but a lot of room for the Oilers to make decisions
for
on,
sure.
and it's gonna be
Yeah.
really interesting to see what they do.
I like their defense and goaltending situation a lot
Yeah.
more than I did a week ago as well.
100%.
I mean, here's the thing. I don't know. What was your take on 3 goaltenders going into next year?
I like it. I
I do
really
too.
like it. I've been an open, huge hater of the Edmonton Oilers goaltending situation for the past, I don't know, fucking
Yep.
5 years. And now this is the most confident I've felt. I think there's still questions without a doubt.
There's questions, but I'm of the idea that in the NHL, I mean, look, who were Carolina's goalies last year? Anderson, Bussy and Kachekov. Like,
Yep.
none of those are like elite
No,
goalies.
not at all.
No, Aiden Hill won a cup a few years ago. I think he just throws shit at the wall until it works in the NHL.
100%.
I mean,
Yeah,
we've
especially
seen
with goaltenders
so many,
who are like
exactly.
mid.
We've seen so many mid goaltenders go on a big run. I mean, look, Tristan Jarry is a huge wild card. The dude could be 9'10" or he could be an 8'70".
Yeah.
We don't know.
I'm probably guessing the 870, but
Probably maybe closer to that, but who knows? He's been good in the past.
Yep.
He's a wild card.
Yep.
And even if he puts him in 870, you can still play him for 30 games. He put up he had a good record with us. Like he had bad save percentages and stuff, bad stats. But
Well,
his actual
yeah.
record wasn't terrible.
And
Like, they can get by
he
with
wasn't
him.
bad until he got hurt
Yeah.
as well.
Well, he put up, where was it? 9-6-2. They can get by on something like that. That's an okay record.
That's fine.
If you put him for 30 games, Anderson's only going to give you 20 to 25. if we're
Yeah,
being
which is
realistic.
totally fine. But
the dude will get hurt
I
and
think
be
he
out
could
for a
give you
month.
more, really, if
Maybe.
he's gonna have to if one of those guys isn't working. Like if
Yeah.
Levi's.
Well, that's why I like having three, because you'd hope that one of them is playing well and the other is being at least serviceable at any time. You know what I mean?
Here's what I'm genuinely concerned about.
Yeah.
Let's say Devin Levi, he's still not ready for the NHL.
Yeah.
I know he's older. He's
Mhm.
he's getting older now, but
Yeah,
let's say he's not ready for
24,
the
I think.
NHL. Tristan Jarry's still fucking dog shit.
Yeah.
And Frederick Anderson
Could
is
get
battling
hurt super
injuries.
easily.
That's the worst case scenario. And what do the Oilers do there? That's when I'm a little bit nervous about. Okay, but realistically, you're not going 0 for 3. That's
No,
the way I see it.
That's why I like having three. Like one of them should be playing well at
Should
any
be
given
solid.
time. And also, do you think there's a chance pretty much every team's gone through and gotten their goalies? Ingram's still a free agent. Do
Yeah.
you think there's a chance he pulls a Roslovic and comes back for cheap at the end of summer if nobody signed him? And maybe
Not
you
here,
maybe
though.
you run in the AHL.
I think
he's
no,
like a safety
no.
net. No.
I think he played. He played good enough to be
Yeah.
a 1B option, maybe 2.
I
but
agree. I just don't see which team would want to sign him right now. Everybody's kind of got their goalies. He's just sitting on the market. I mean, we'll see.
I just think the Oilers have moved on.
I could see that.
They had the opportunity, and
For sure.
I think there was some talk about it for sure. But I think they've moved on.
I wonder if they wait till the end of summer when he's cheaper though, and the teams have run through their
Mm.
goaltending options. That's what I'm thinking. Not like signing him tomorrow, like signing him. Like remember we signed Roslovic and it was
Yeah, I see what you mean.
end of training camp,
I see
that
what
kind
you
of
mean.
thing. If he's
Yep.
still on the market, just as a safety net for these three guys.
Yeah, that's totally fair.
But regardless, I like their goaltending a lot better than last season.
Yep.
I think Anderson is going to be okay for us. He's going to be solid. He'll probably
100%.
get hurt.
Yep.
Your goal is you run through the season with Levi and Jarry mostly, and you throw Anderson in there occasionally to keep him warm, and then hopefully he's your goalie for the playoffs.
Yep.
That's definitely the strategy I think they're going with.
100%. I'd be curious to see how they manage the goalies if they run with 3 the whole year, who goes down, who stays up, stuff like that. But I think definitely benefited from that. I'll be curious to see what the Oilers do with the cap space that they have, as we said. But it should be an exciting year. I think the vibes have really turned around on the team,
I
which
think
is
so.
good to see. It
Getting
was
rid of
really,
Nurse-
really negative.
Getting
at the
rid
end
of
the year.
Nurse was great for them. Just
Oh,
from
for
a
sure.
vibes perspective. I mean, obviously the dude was a great Oiler. He put in so much for the community and for the team and for years.
Yep,
He took more hate than he deserved, in my opinion.
for sure.
Definitely more hate than he deserved. I'm happy that he's going to be out of the spotlight a bit in San Jose. I think he'll be
100%.
playing better.
100%.
I think he's going to play better, and people are going to be like, "Oh, did we make a mistake?" But it's like he
No,
wouldn't have done it here.
No,
Exactly, he wouldn't have done it here.
Exactly. Yeah.
So happy for him,
yeah.
but I'm happy they got out of that. We don't have any bad contracts on the team right now. Like anything to that level.
Tristan Jarry, if
Besides
he's
Jarry,
bad.
we don't have anything to that level now because we go through it. Like,
That's the thing about the cap dump, right? Like, who is going to be the
Yeah.
guy that you dump?
I don't
I
think they
mean,
need any dumps. Like, let's go through it. So
I
let's play
really-
a game.
I'm gonna come with the take.
I'll
after
give you the
this.
player and the number, and you
Trent
tell
Frederick,
me if you.
I guess, is a bad
Freddie.
contract,
But even like,
you're not
what-
moving him though.
but honestly, like, what was the guy Greer? He got 4.25 for 5 years.
Yeah,
Like, they're
that's-
signing these grinder players to these kind of contracts.
Fair enough.
Like, let's go through it. Draisaitl, 14 mil. You think that's a bad contract?
No, that's a great contract.
No. Davo, 12.5.
No, of
No,
course
that's
not.
great.
That's the best contract in
Hyman
sports.
for 5.
No,
that's
that's
great.
the best contract I
Nuge
think
for
in the
5?
NHL. That's one I'm worried about.
Nuge for 5. I'm not that worried about it.
Is that a guy that you look to cap dump?
No.
You don't think
You're
so?
not dumping Nuge.
You don't think so?
It's not. He's still good for 50.
He's still,
points,
he's
yeah.
still good.
I'll take a 50-point defensively
I'm
responsible
just like,
player.
okay, well, if he takes a step back, where
Maybe.
does he fit on this lineup?
I mean, he
where
only
where
has-
would you put him?
I'd put him at 3 left wing. I'd put him.
3 left wing.
I'd put him with Dickinson and Frederick
Okay.
or Kapanen on your third line, and that's like your shutdown line. because Nuge is great defensively
It's
still.
fair. That's fair.
And I'm fine with
I just
I'm
would
fine
really
with a
like to
veteran.
see him off the
Yeah.
power play. I'm really done with him on the power play. I
Yeah,
just don't think
I would
he's
try with
effective
Savoy.
enough. I just think it's time for them to see
Yeah,
someone else in the power
Savoy
play and
or
make.
Kirby
And
Savoy.
the year he had 100 points, he was very effective. His shot was nice, but
Yep.
the power plays dipped,
Oh, for
and
sure.
I think they need another option.
I think Savoy. Look, I mean, he had that hat trick playing there that one game at the end of
Yep.
the season. I think he's going to be great there. But
Well,
I mean,
I don't think they'll go to that. Curious to see what Babs does to change it, though.
that's a leather layer. I feel like Babs would defer to the veteran though. That's
I
the
guess
thing.
we'll see. Yeah,
I feel like he would give Nuge a run.
I'm assuming it'll be Nuge. I just don't
Yeah.
love him there.
No, I agree. But anyways, back to these contracts. Like Dickinson for $4 million,
It's great.
great contract. Freddie for 3.8. That's one we can say isn't a great contract.
It isn't
I don't-
great, but 3.8 isn't
It's not that
terrible.
bad compared to a lot of the other ones. And Freddie could bounce back okay. Like
Yeah, for
if
sure.
he puts up 20 points, I'd say that's a bounce
Yeah,
back. and I'm fine
3.8
with
isn't
it.
even that much. I
No.
thought it was more.
It's not that bad.
That's not bad.
Podkolzin for 2.9.
That's great.
That's
That's
an
fabulous.
incredible deal. Like Greer for 4.2 versus Podkolzin for 3.
Pod
like,
should have
what?
waited.
He could
Pod
put up-
should have waited to
He's
extend.
gonna put up. I know he's gonna put up 20 goals next year. Like
after that
Yeah.
playoff run that he had, he would have got like 4
Yeah.
or 5 mil.
Kapanen for 2.6. Good contract.
That's a good deal.
That's a
I
good
like
deal.
it. Yep, that's
Okay, let's
about
go.
his value.
Boosh for 10.5. That's a great deal.
Yeah, it's pretty
Byram
solid.
got
Yep.
12 and a
Some
half.
people will argue
Yeah.
it's bad, but
No,
I
it's
think
a
it's
good
fine.
deal.
It's
The dude's
fine.
a top 3 defenseman
Yep,
in the league.
I agree.
Wallman for 7. It's not that bad. If he plays
No.
well, he's a good top 4
Yeah,
guy.
that's another question. Wallman's got to take a step up that he
He
did
does.
last year. The first
I
year he
thought
was
he-
here, great. He
Oh,
played
great.
excellent. Last year was a step down, but
I
now
thought he was great in the playoffs and down the stretch.
without Nurse, he's going to have to eat some more minutes.
Yep.
So we'll see.
I like having Murphy next to him though. That helps. Like Murphy
Yep,
for 4.1.
great deal as well.
Great deal. Ekholm for 4.
I like
I'm
it
fine
really
with it.
much.
That's good.
I really like it.
What'd you think of the Shea signing 4x5?
I like it.
I
we'll
like it
see
too.
though. That's the one that I got questions on.
I do. He's only had one good year, but it was a really good year.
Yeah, it was last year. He honestly
Yeah,
was plus
exactly.
35 with 30 points. So, the guy's still he's a great player, right? And Stan Bowman
Yeah.
drafted him, which is
Yeah, I mean,
there's
he
always
loves
some
bringing back
some bullshit link with
Yeah.
Bowman,
You
but
think Sod will come back?
no, I really hope not.
But no, 35 points plus 30, like playing on. He was on the top pair for part of the year. I'm pretty sure with Letang. At least part of the
he
year.
played with Letang, but I'm not
Yeah.
sure they were. I guess the top pair would be Carlson and
Yeah. Either way, I like that deal. I don't
Yeah.
mind it. Mukmadulin for 1.7.
that's fine.
He's good. I
Whatever.
like him.
2 years.
I think he can be a good third pairing shutdown guy. He's cheap. And then Stastny for
Stastny.
1.5.
It's fine.
That's fine.
It's fine.
And then Jari, I will say it's their bad contract, 5.3.
But it's only 2 years, right?
Exactly.
Like if
and
someone
he could bounce back. It's not like we know. He's
Yeah,
gonna
and
be
even if
awful.
the Oilers want to say, "Okay, we want to cap them to
Yeah.
be able to take on,"
I don't think it would be that expensive.
it wouldn't be expensive at all. And
Yeah.
I mean, you don't
So
really
that's
have
the
the goalie
thing.
in the system.
They've
to
really
call, but
cleaned up the team. I don't see any terrible
no, it's
albatross
not bad.
contracts.
It's not bad.
And they've gotten younger too. Remember a few years ago when you were talking about them being the oldest team in the league,
Yeah.
and it's not even close. Like, obviously, a lot of their core is getting older, but it's like Podkolzin's 25.
Jeez, Pods
Yeah.
is 25.
Yeah, Savoy's 22. You got 22 Howard, I think too. Even your defense, like Bush is 26.
Yep.
Shea's not even 30. Mukamadula and Emerson Stastny are all young. Like they've got
Yeah.
the team younger.
Yeah, they do.
Levi's only 24. He could be a starter for the future.
For sure. Yeah.
I think team's just in a way better spot, cap wise,
100%.
age wise, vibes wise.
Yep.
Just a good offseason.
Now they
for
got to
them.
play. This is
Yep,
the thing.
exactly.
Now, I think the front office has given them, well, from what we see on the
Yep.
roster and on paper, a chance to win the Stanley Cup, and they
Yep.
got to go do it.
Yep. Everybody loves their team in July, but we got to see what the players actually do.
Exactly. And there's still a lot of question marks. How does it fit together? How do the goaltenders work?
Yep.
Does this D group, how does it look without Nurse? Because we have,
fucked them up.
I've never seen them without Nurse, really. Like, I haven't really seen them without Nurse,
No,
to be honest with
It's
you.
been 10 years.
Exactly. So I probably wasn't even following the Oilers really at that point. So I've really never seen the Oilers play without Nurse in my life. He's not really hurt that often. So it'll be interesting to see how it all fits together, and I'm definitely excited for it.
Yep. I am too. So do you want to get to some World Cup
Yeah,
talk
we'll
now,
finish it
Ewan,
off
just
with the
to
World
finish
Cup
it off with a quick
before we
couple
wrap
minutes
this
of
up.
World Cup?
But we had some very interesting games because we
Let's-
ended that pod on Monday nights, and we had Colombia, Switzerland, Argentina, Egypt. We
Yeah.
can start with Switzerland, Colombia,
Yeah.
and I called it.
Yeah, I picked Colombia, but man, that was a good game. I mean, it was low. There was no scoring in regular time, but It was fast paced. The teams were pretty even. Like, it was a great World Cup match. I mean, any game that goes to penalties is going to be exciting. I think soccer penalties are one of the most exciting things in sports.
For sure. A lot of
It's
people
so
hate
much-
it. It's not bad.
so much better than shootouts in the NHL.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, just especially in a big game, like there's so much pressure.
Yeah.
Like it's so fun to watch. Kudos to Switzerland.
Yeah.
I think they're going to be in tough against Argentina, but I mean, Xhaka was great again for them last game.
Yep.
So yeah, good for Switzerland. I think a quarterfinals is about what they were hoping for in a World Cup run.
Mhm.
Like, that was like their dream scenario. So good on them for getting there. And now to move into the big news game. What did you
Oh my
think of
God.
Argentina, Egypt?
So that was the actual game. I didn't watch the first one. The first one was
Yeah.
a little too early for me. I was snoozing.
Like, bullshit
I was
or not
editing.
bullshit?
I edited pretty late,
Yeah.
and then I did a bunch of clips
Yeah,
and
yeah,
stuff. But
Do you think that
Oh
game
my
was
God.
bullshit? Yeah,
it was really quite something.
it was.
Now, I thought in the moment, like when they called the goal off, there was definitely a big outrage from Egypt.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing with VAR. It's the right call technically because it was a foul.
Yeah.
But it's like in the NHL.
It kind of takes it away.
It's like in the NHL when they dump the puck, like they bring the puck in, they're in there for like a minute straight, and then they go, "Oh, it was offside by like a centimeter." You know what I mean? It's like, well, yeah, but like that was so long ago in the play. Like,
yeah.
I mean,
I don't
here's
love
the
it.
thing: I don't love it, but I also can't
the rule.
argue with it technically because they didn't get the call wrong. It was a foul, but yeah.
There's too much
It's
gray
just-
area. In
exactly.
soccer. I don't
I
like
just
it.
think I just think it takes away from the game a bit, even if it's technically the correct.
You know what
call.
I would do? I would add more refs. They need more
Yeah.
refs, and you
Have
catch
somebody
more
up
stuff.
there. Yeah, exactly. Have somebody else watching. But I mean, after that, I think Argentina showed why they're the world champions. Like,
Yep.
Messi's still elite. He's so good. They're
He's the best of all
Yep,
time,
they were definitely not even. Yeah, it's not even close. He's way better than Ronaldo.
and people are still
Yeah.
gonna argue about
Oh,
Ronaldo,
I know. I mean,
but it's just
What
like,
is Ronaldo? All Ronaldo has
Come on,
over him is
man.
more goals.
the guy has one round of 32 goal, I believe.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, and it was a penalty.
Yeah.
But he has only thing he has is he has more club goals. That's literally the only stat he holds over Messi. So I don't know how it's even a debate anymore, especially after the World Cup win in 2022. But back to the game between Argentina and Egypt, I thought Egypt played great for what they were up against. And I just think Argentina turned it on and they got some luck with that VAR goal. And I think it just helped them get back into it, gave them some confidence, changed momentum a bit. The hydration breaks really changed the games. I don't like them at
Yeah.
all. Like, that just turned it all the way around for Argentina. And then they just showed why they're a world-class team. 3
Yep.
goals in,
Yep.
was it, 15 minutes?
Yep.
Exactly.
for sure, without a doubt.
Yeah. And we ran through quarterfinals predictions, but we did different quarterfinals, so we might as well do them again real quick.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, just recap. We had Spain winning. We had England, I think. Yeah.
Yep.
And then we had where is it? Yeah, Argentina, Switzerland.
We have Argentina
Yeah,
winning anyway.
We'll have Argentina winning that. So I guess it'll still be Argentina, England semifinal.
Yeah,
according
the
to us.
crazy stuff about the Egypt, just to get back to
Yeah,
that,
for sure.
was the fact that they put it in the federation or whatever
Oh,
of
yeah.
football for them, put out a investigation or like
Oh,
a
yeah.
appeal to check out what the refs' decisions were.
Yeah.
There was the coach; they were getting yellow cards on the bench.
Yeah, it was crazy. I mean,
The coach put up the X, what no one really meant. They were talking about in their own language how it was rigged and it's
I mean,
fixed.
those AFCON nations are crazy. Like, I don't know if you were aware of the AFCON final between Morocco and Senegal. Do you?
No,
do you
I'm
remember
not,
that game?
no.
So it was in January. Senegal didn't agree with the calls, so they just walked off the pitch and left the game. Like mid-game,
Huh.
the whole team left, and then they came back like 30 minutes later, won the game, and then like Morocco complained to the
Wow.
federation, and the results got repealed, and Morocco got handed the win. So just all those AFCON ones, they just
Yeah.
when they lose, it gets ugly.
That's really interesting. Like, it was really quite something seeing everything
Yeah.
in the media about them talking about fixing. It's like,
Yeah,
Jesus Christ.
It's insane.
Just take the loss.
There's
It's
so
like,
much
goodness
noise around
gracious.
soccer. It's crazy.
It's like God told me that this is fixed. It's like, come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
No, it's insane.
Holy,
I think
yeah.
that's what we had to talk about for the World Cup.
Yeah, I mean, do you got really anything else to say?
No,
Like,
I just want to say,
it's a pretty good
I'm
week.
super excited to watch Norway England. That game is going to be my game of the tournament. I really want to see Holland out there against Big Dan Byrne. That'll be fun.
Yeah, it should be good. Honestly, the Norway's the big story here, right?
Oh yeah, for sure.
The
I've been
fact
so
that they're
impressed
at
with
this
them.
point of the tournament, it's pretty impressive.
I mean, it's been so exciting. Obviously, I said last podcast I'm cheering for them to win the tournament. Holland's my favorite player. I'm like Norwegian ancestry, so it's so exciting to see them doing what they're doing.
Yeah,
And like besides Holland, they've got a team there. Like they've got a real team. That game against Brazil, they had possession for like 70% of the time. They've got guys like Berg in the midfield. He's good. Sonderberg is also good. Even their defense is looking solid. I've liked Ayer's game. Rierson's been great on the wingback role. And Noose has been solid up front. So it's just a great team there. And I can't wait to watch them go against the big dogs in England.
I don't know ball like that, so I could tell you anything about that.
Yeah.
But hey, I mean, I'm always good for a nice little underdog story in that
For
team,
sure.
and it's good to see that Holland's, I think, getting a lot of the recognition now, or more and more, because he's such a good player.
Oh, he's incredible.
But it should be exciting. There should be some exciting matches. There's one last thing I want to get into. I am a huge, if you go into my TikTok account, go on my repost, I'm a huge Conor McGregor fan.
Oh, yeah.
Huge. He is fighting this weekend against Max Holloway and UFC 329. I've actually never gotten the UFC on this show, but I am a huge UFC fan. Actually, behind the scenes, I don't really talk about it too much, but I'm a huge fan, and I'm really excited for this card.
I can't lie. I don't know UFC like that, so you're gonna have to take over this one.
Like I just love Conor McGregor. Like the guy is just so entertaining.
He has aura. Like he just has that like entertainment value that I don't think many other athletes have. Yeah,
and honestly, he's just I think the greatest entertainer in sports of all time. In my opinion, he's just so good. You have a great card underneath, the lightweight co-main, Benoit Saint-Denis against Paddy Pimblett. That's a big fight for both of them.
Oh yeah, Paddy the Baddie,
right? So you have Paddy the Baddie and Conor McGregor on the same card. Corey Sandhagen and Mario Batista, also a good fight. So it's honestly a great card. I will be watching it. I don't expect Conor McGregor to win. Honestly, I mean, I don't even know what the odds are.
Who knows?
I'll have to pull it up, but it's just.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know UFC like that.
Let me try and find the odds here. I'm just curious to see, like, honestly, Conor McGregor, he's old now, right?
I mean, for the storylines, I'd love McGregor to win, but I guess we'll see. It would be so hype if he won that match.
McGregor's.
What do you call it? A fight? I guess a fight. Yeah, not a match.
He's a pretty solid underdog, plus 195.
Yeah.
Minus 240-ish for.
Would you put some money on that, Ewan?
No, I wouldn't.
No, you wouldn't.
I wouldn't. I'm there to watch it, and I'm also not legal to put money on it, so I wouldn't. I wouldn't put money on it anyways. Okay. So maybe I'll tell my friend Will to put money on it, not for me. Just tell him to put money on it.
Yeah, Ewan would never do anything like that.
I wouldn't. I've never done it before. So, anyways. I think that's all we got to get into. We actually stretched on longer than we thought, 51 minutes. And
I think
the Elks game tomorrow. I'm really excited to go. I'm going golfing tomorrow, and then I got the Elks game.
That's going to be sick. I think you might have to extend the expected length of these episodes. I think adding a host is making them a lot longer.
It makes it longer.
There's twice as many opinions to put in there.
Yeah, exactly. It doubles it for sure. Hopefully, we'll have a guest for Tuesday on the Tuesday Huddle after the Elks game. I'll have some content. You can check it out, Ewan Sports Network.
Maybe
the
Justin
Manning
Rankin.
Show. Yeah. Maybe you'll see some interviews during the week as well. I'll let you know about that. Hopefully we can get some guests on. Anyways, that'll do it for us here. The Thursday Report, Ewan Manning alongside William Melsness. See you on Tuesday.